Hi, my name is Christine, and I'm so happy that you've stumbled across this video. I came to the West Coast about 9 years ago now to pursue ministry and business, and about a few years in, I started building a renovation company to do condo flips, and back when that was a thing. And I was so excited, really devoted to it. And then at work, I started becoming strangely ill. And then on a Friday, I went home early sick, and by that Monday I was in a wheelchair. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I was just scary sick, and that started this process I've been on for about 4.5 years now of trying to become well. For 2 years I didn't know what it was, like naturopathic and regular doctors trying to figure it out. The regular doctors thought that I had some pretty scary stuff wrong with me, and they did test after test and they couldn't figure it out, which was a super scary time. And the naturopathic doctors, they did their tests as well and eventually figured out it was mold poisoning. It was from the place that I was living in and had to leave immediately. Didn't know where to go, what to do, had already depleted a lot of my resources paying for naturopathic help and living without working. I was unable to work. I was barely able to walk around the block at that point, and had a lot of really scary symptoms for someone that was young and had been previously very healthy and joyful and just really active. I didn't know where to go or what to do. I called the church and I said, hey, is there anywhere I could be for 6 months that I could just detox, get through this, and rebuild my life? And COVID was not an easy time to figure out where to be for something like that. It was not an easy time to find open doors. And so I called church after church. The 12th church I tried graciously said, we can spot you a few months rent, maybe you can figure it out. So I did that, and I tried to detox so fast that I became dangerously ill. And I realized I just needed a longer time, and there was still no place to be. So I called a friend with a patch of grass and said, hey, can I pitch a tent in your field and try and build a place to just sleep? And so I built a small sleeper cabin. It had no running water, minimal electricity. It had an outhouse across a field, and I lived with sheep. And I stayed there for about 2 years before the city said, you can't be here. In that 2 years, I started building a tiny house and built through the floods and the heat waves and the little Arctic fronts that we get every once in a while. And now it's about 2.5 years later, and the city said, you can't stay in your little cabin. And so this is where I find myself. I'm back at the same position. I need a place to be, to detox for 6 months. This is fixable. It really is, but since I began to build, I'm slow because I am sick, and determined, but slow. Then I got in a car accident. A car ran into my truck full speed, and that slowed me down to almost an impossible speed. And so it doesn't make sense to be living in harsh conditions out in the field and also here and not able to move forward. So I need a mold-free place and just peaceful, joyful people that feel connected to this process. And I'm a stable person. I'm normal. I love Jesus. I love people. And I found myself in a strange crack beneath the floorboards, watching life sort of happen around me. And I have a lot of compassion for people that go through some strange moment like this and they don't have family to rely on. And in these moments, the body of Christ really is what they have for family, and how they respond really is a reflection of the health of our greater family. I hope that this video finds the right people where that open door is. I know that there is a lot of loving people in the body of Christ, and I know that there's a place to be. I know that there is. Just finding it. So if you connect with this video, There's a few more videos that explain kind of the longer story, a little bit about who I am, so I'm not such a stranger to you and this story. I know it might sound a little strange. I promise I'm pretty normal, and I hope you check those out. And if you can think of anyone that you think might be connected to this story, please feel free to send them this video and my email and contact information, and I'd love to connect with you. I just thank you so much for watching. I know that God will turn this for a win.